So now, look, there is a big running back question, folks, over whether during the season Khalil Mullings may actually overtake Donovan Edwards. Now, I have them as 1A, 1B right now, and that has been echoed in quite a few publications and things that I've seen, kind of a 1A, 1B. TJ, I'll start with you, but what's kind of your take on Donovan and Khalil? Do you see them as being kind of like a Corum and Haskins in 2021, where they're kind of swapped in and out in different ways? How do you see that going?
Yeah, I definitely see a similar split between, just as like Corum was to Edwards. I think Edwards is going to get the rock. I think Sharon Moore and co. understand Donovan took a backseat to Corum last year on many occasions, and Donovan Edwards was very frustrated over that, but he was still a team player. This is Donovan Edwards' year. I expect a big year out of Donovan Edwards. I have a bold prediction, which I'll hit when we do bold predictions for the running back room. But Khalil Mullins is going to be that second change-up back, and I think we're going to have a damn good run game this year. I think both these guys offer a very potent 1-2 punch. I think we've all saw Khalil Mullins really coming into his own last year. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this duo. I think it's going to be deadly. And, yeah, I mean, I think the Michigan run dominance will continue for 2024.
Yeah, I liked what Sam Webb said, I think a week or two ago, where he said, I'm paraphrasing him. He didn't say it exactly like this, but it's sort of like, take the 5 yards when it's given to you, and I think, basically Donovan Edwards has to kind of adjust. He can't be looking to get to the house every single play. And I think he had that mentality, maybe influenced by Corum being there, there may be situations where you take a higher percentage 5 yards rather than, maybe going into the block because you think you can break through the block and run off a 60-yarder or something like that. So to put it in baseball terms, what I would say is that, he's kind of a home run hitter is what I would say, and he needs to be maybe more like a 300 hitter that gets some, fewer home runs, but he's consistent. He's getting consistent yardage on every drive.
Right. Yeah, hitting for average for sure. I think we saw that, with the spring game, he looked a little more patient. He looked like he had a good feel for the game. He had a good burst. I think Donovan Edwards will be a more complete back this year. I think previously his vision wasn't the best. And I also think he was just moving a little too fast. He needed to slow down before he hit the hole, wait for the hole to develop. We were seeing that last spring game. He looked like a different running back in a good way, though. He looked like he took the next level. We'll see this fall. Looking forward to it, though.
Yeah, Donovan and Khalil, you're going to see some really what I love about these two is that they're so versatile in terms of players. Donovan Edwards has put on some weight and has been in the weight room to be able to become that more of a short yardage back. I still expect Khalil Mullings to get a decent chunk of those as well. But Donovan Edwards, of course, has the other X factor in that he can also be in the receiving game and can play in the slot, as well as I think you could even see a deep passing route once or twice with Donovan Edwards. Heck, he can even throw the football.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you could also
don't know what's going to happen.
I fully expect Donovan Edwards to get some role in the passing game and then use Khalil Mullings as the back in sets. I think they will split Donovan Edwards out wide. I think we're going to see, and we got another Twitch chatter, so shout out to our Twitch chatters. Our Twitch,
yes,
I thought up to 4 viewers. We'll take it, man. Shout out all you guys doing that, watching on Twitch. But yeah, I mean, I fully expect the offense to have additional weapons with Donovan Edwards in the slot, and then you got Khalil Mullins in the back. So yeah, I mean, it's I'm optimistic about this position group right now, or for the season going into it.
And then you also do see, and I'll go right from this into the questions here. But you'll also see some depth players. You'll see Ben Hall, and especially in games Fresno State and games where you're in that, you have that garbage time, you have that third and fourth quarter where you want to give the top two some rest. You're going to see some Ben Hall, some Jordan Marshall, some Tavier Dunlap, some Cole Cabana, and even friend of the program who is in our introduction every episode now, Micah Kapana. And so with the starters and the depth, we go to this question. Who do each of you have as your X factor for running backs, your sleeper, and any bold predictions you want to share? I'll start with TJ.
Yeah, first I want to give a shout out to Micah Kapana's family member who's a member of our channel. Shout out to you. We appreciate that. We all think that's cool as hell. But who's the X factor? The X factor is Donovan Edwards. And Ferris, if I steal any thunder here, my bad. I think I might.
Well,
but,
I mean, that's fine. You give your opinion.
Donovan Edwards is the X factor. I think we can all see that, it's his time to shine. It's his year. My sleeper is Cole Cabana. I think Cole Cabana is a damn firecracker. I think his big thing for him is to stay healthy. Last year he got injured. This kid is a 500 meter running back. He's a monster waiting to get his opportunity. Now listen, the depth chart, you got Ben Hall ahead of him probably, and you have Tavier Dunlap possibly, and then obviously Khalil Mullins and Donovan Edwards. But I do think Cole Cabana will get some run, and I'm looking forward to that. And then my bold prediction is Donovan Edwards, 1,500 yards, 15 touchdowns.
Woo.
For the year.
Damn.
Okay, and that includes receiving and
no, 1,500 rushing.
Rushing. Okay.
Big year for Big Don.
Okay. All right. So X Factor. I mean, it's hard to not say. You got to give it to the cover boy of college football 25. Sleeper. I mean, I'm gonna go with Mullings because because I think that he's going to get more stats than people think. I think he'll be a little bit. He's not going to be the exact 1-2 punch. He's not going to replace Corum, for example. But he's going to be better than people think. He'll be the 1 and 1A. It'll be closer to that. It won't be 1 and 2. Bold prediction. So I'm in a mess with bold prediction. I have a whole bunch of bold predictions, which I'm trying to kind of refine. So that's part of what I want to sort of crowdsource with all the viewers here. But one bold prediction that I made, like a proposed bold prediction, and that is at least one Michigan player. Well, it'll be one. It's not going to be more than one. One Michigan player will be in New York in the Heisman Trophy as a Heisman Trophy finalist. And I mean, there's really only two players to pick, Will Johnson or Donovan Edwards. So I'm not going to make that a bold prediction that it will be Donovan Edwards, but maybe it's spanning the running back position.
Give a bold prediction. What are you doing?
Yeah. So I think I'm going to go ahead and say there's a good chance that Michigan will have a successful season enough that either Donovan Edwards or Will Johnson will be in New York.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay. Yeah. For me, X Factor, Donovan Edwards. I think big game Don. You got to go with him, but don't sleep on Jordan Marshall, who a lot of people in chat have mentioned. Jordan Marshall is my sleeper and my bold prediction because I think that by the playoffs, Jordan Marshall is going to be in the starting rotation with the other two. So I'm not saying that Jordan Marshall is going to be out there play one, snap one, but I am going to say that Jordan Marshall by the playoffs, if he plays the way that I expect him to play year one, he'll be in that rotation with Donovan Edwards and Khalil Mullings, especially given that they're going to use Donovan Edwards in the slot, I think, quite a bit.
Yeah, it's a great pick. That's a great pick. It definitely could happen.